Hello everyone. So today what do we have? We have this laptop power pack. This is a Dell laptop power pack that is coming from a local customer. And you know the story with the Dell laptops. Dell laptops, if you try to use an universal charger, probably the laptop will come on but it won't charge. And if you try even to use an HP, you know those HP big pin, the laptop is coming on but still it won't charge, because here we have three wires inside this power pack. We have the plus and minus and the middle pin, which is going to the charge ID pin, and it's communicating with the BQ chip. So you know the story with the Dell chargers. So we have one option here, because the customer doesn't have enough money to buy another power pack, so we have to fix this. So this is dead. So let's try to separate the fault, because here the charger is in two pieces. Maybe the fault is coming from this side or from this side, but let's see. Diode mode, you know the beeping mode. How we can check this cable? We are checking for continuity, if this cable is right. Maybe the problem is coming from this end. This is not beeping. Okay. This is beeping. This is beeping. 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 Not beeping. Neutral is not beeping. Why? Is it because of a fault fuse? Because here we have a fuse. We can check this fuse. The fuse is good. So I'm stressed if this is only the fault. Yeah, this cable, the neutral, somehow, the neutral doesn't have continuity. So this AC cable is not good. Fine, let's put this aside. Here I have another AC cable. This one is already connected to power. 229. Let's plug it here. Here we must have light here. So the back part is faulty, and even this one is not working. Yeah, no output. So we have a problem. But we'll try. You can see this charger has a seal. No one opened this charger before. We want to open this charger for the first time. And what I'm using this isopropyl alcohol just to loosen the contact of this plastic cover. Now we can easily separate the two. The two has to. Don't tell me that we can't. Oh, we don't want to cause further damage here. Fine. We're trying to get inside this because something is not right. Something is not right here. So that's the inside of our power pack. You can see here the charger is blown up. Here we have a metal thing. This metal thing which is touching the minus and the life is touching from minus to the life of the rectifier. So the rectifier is shorted. But what I've done, if you check on the output, it's me who was trying to open. Don't do like what I've done. This black wire, I disconnected it by my flat screwdriver, and also I broke this transistor. This is just an NPN transistor on the output. 2501. This is a common transistor. I don't know whether it's a transistor or it's a or it's acting as a regulator. I don't know what is it doing on the output, but the thing is, I broke up and I can't put it back. So let's go on a microscope and have a look. So that is our charger. There's a fuse which is blown up here, and on the other side we have that metal thing, and this is the rectifier. We have this metal thing. This is not supposed to be here. This metal thing is the one that triggered to this short. So probably we have a dead rectifier, but you can check. Let's check the rectifier bridge. Yeah, the rectifier is shorted. The AC pins are shorted, even with the minus, but not with the plus. And the fuse is gone. What about our MOSFET? Here we have a MOSFET, switching MOSFET. The MOSFET looks good. So I think was just saved. I think we are just saved. So we have three things to replace here: the fuse, the rectifier bridge, and that transistor. But that's not a big deal. That's not even a big problem. Okay. So let me replace the rectifier bridge, the fuse, and that transistor. So let's solder pins of the bridge rectifier here. The rectifier is fine. Let's go to that 25001 transistor, NPN transistor. You can't see clearly. And now we have to fix the fuse here. How we are fixing the fuse? Can you use a bridge of solder? Because a fuse is a wire, so if you want to replace with a fuse, you can go ahead and replace with a fuse. Perfect. That is our fuse. So now either we now have a working charger, or I forgot to connect the ground, but that's not an issue. Either we now have a working charger, or it's going to blow up again. Let's connect the ground wire, and the ground wire is supposed to be on the middle of that transistor, the middle pin of that transistor. Good. Okay. So can we test now? I think we can test. We don't want to see, we just want to close temporary here. Like this. Because I'm eager to see if this charger work, or what did I told you? Wave light. Check the green light. Huh? It's working. You see the light? It's working. So if we now check on the output, we have 19.5 volts. You can see. So the charger is fixed. What I would do here, or we can do it together. We can use hot glue. Yeah, I will still have the light. See that light? Our charger is working fine. So all what is needed here is to use Mr. Hot glue to stick everything. So that's how you can fix a dead laptop power pack. It's very easy. You don't need to worry about how am I going to fix it. Don't need to worry about that. Now that's all what you have to do. So our charger is fixed. Our charger is fixed. We can test again without any fear. And we want to pay attention to this light. When I plug in the AC power adapter, the light is coming on. That means the power pack is working. And if we check voltage on the output, we have the right voltage which is supposed to be there, 19.5 volts. So what we can say, yeah, like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates. I just came for this video because there's someone, maybe you can't buy the laptop charger, you still have an option to fix it. But don't do that stupid thing that I do to open with a screwdriver. You can damage some components and ended up increasing the intensity of the fault, creating more problems. So if you have anything that you don't understand or wish to learn anything about electronics, be it phones, laptops, TVs, stereo amplifier, ECU, modules, computer boxes, and anything along the line of electronics, don't hesitate to leave a comment and I'll try to answer you on the next repair. Bye bye.